Your brand new I2C OLED display not working? Don't worry. Sometimes it may happen that due to some basic errors, the display may not work. Here in this guide, I will describe the maximum possible issues that can lead to the failure of OLED display. So let's get started. So you bought a OLED display, made connection, uploaded a demo code, but display not light up. You try a lot different things but no luck, then you are at the right place. Whether you interface OLED with Arduino, Node MCU or any other board, there are some common checks you should do before thinking your OLED is dead. The first and foremost check to do is the pin connection. Yes, if there is no proper connection between OLED display and your microcontroller board, then your OLED display will not show any output. Okay, so it should be properly soldered. I'll suggest you either to use breadboard or just directly solder that wires. If you're sure that the everything connection means all the connection is good, then go for the next check, and that is pin connection. Check the proper pin out. If you have wrong connections, then display will not even start. So please following the pin connection as given below. There is a pin connection for Node MCU, Arduino Uno and Arduino Nano. You can pause this video and see for the respected boards. If you are sure that you have made proper pin connection, then you can go for the next check, and that is type of OLED display. Generally, OLED display comes in two types, that is with reset pin and without reset pin. If your OLED display don't have any reset pin, then while declaring the reset pin, you can select it as a -1. It indicates your OLED display has no any reset pin. And if your OLED display has any reset pin, then connect that reset pin with a digital pin and declare it with that digital pin as shown in the screen, like as defined OLED reset, that is 4, because the reset pin is connected to the pin number 4. Then the next check should be the address of your OLED display. As we are using I2C mode of communication, each peripheral will have unique address. In case of OLED display, it comes with different resolution. One can be 128 by 32, other can be 128 by 64. So depending on the resolution, its address might be different. So I have given two examples, that is for 128 by 32 it's 0x3c, and for 128 by 64 it's 0x3d. If both of these addresses are not working, then you should try using I2C device scanner program. I have given the link in the description below. The next check is the resolution of your display. For this, you have to visit the header file of our library that we are using. For OLED display, we are using Adafruit library, and in that Adafruit library, there is a header file in which 3 definitions are there, and we have to uncomment only that definition that we are using. It means if you are using 128 by 32 resolution OLED display, then we have to uncomment only that line, and other 2 lines will be commented. It means they will be not activated. Okay. I'll show you how you can find that header file. You have to go to your files, then in documents, then in Arduino, then go to the libraries, and you can see Adafruit SSD 1306. Then you can just open this header file. You can see here there are total 3 definitions for 3 different resolution, that is 128 by 64, 128 by 32 and 96 by 16. So my OLED display was of resolution 128 by 64, so that's why I have uncommented this line and these 2 lines are commented. So you can make the changes accordingly. If you have made proper changes in your header file and then also your OLED display not working, then proceed for the next resolution. And the solution is check for the power source. It may possible that your OLED display is working under voltage, or it may possible that you have exceeded the voltage, and because of that your OLED display is like blown. It means like dead. So make sure that the input power source is between 3 volts to 6 volts. If everything is correct, then you can just go for the next solution, and that is most important. Yes, this missing command. In case of OLED display, you have to use this display.display command if after a bunch of or a block of print statements. It will display print statement only after this command. So make sure that you are using this display.display command. And finally, if your OLED display not working by all the solution we discussed here, then you need to check for the code defects or try replacing the OLED display with other display. So there are high chances that your OLED display is maybe damaged, so you can check for that. And if there is another way, then I'll add it in a blog article, and I'll give the link of that blog article in the description box. So stay updated. So thank you so much.